Today on our 2013 Ford F-150 SuperCab, we're going to be installing the DeeZee tube step running boards with custom installation kit. Part number DeeZee16111-16325. Now here's what our running boards look like installed on our vehicle. Now let's show you how much easier it is to get in and out of the truck with the running boards installed. Now we're going to begin over here on the driver's side. We're going to go ahead and point out the mounting locations on the truck. We'll start here on the driver's side front. So we'll be using this hole here and this hole here. We'll then scoot back a little. We'll need to remove this piece of tape that covers up our next set of holes, where we'll be using this hole here and this hole here. Go ahead and scoot back a little farther. Again, we'll have to remove a piece of tape covering up a hole. Now here at the rear location, we'll be using the back hole here and this hole here. Now let's point out the hardware that we'll be using to attach our brackets. We'll be using an 8mm U-nut and an 8mm by 25mm flange head bolt. This will be the same hardware used at all 6 mounting locations. Now let's point out what our driver's side or left-hand side bracket will look like. You want to make sure that these 2 flanges are facing towards the front of the vehicle. So when you line it up with your holes, it'll look like that. Now let's go ahead and install all 6 of our U-nuts. To do that, you'll take the side with the threaded part in it, and that'll go to the inside of the hole, as the bolt will thread through this way. And go ahead and slide it into position, lining it up with the hole. Now on these bottom holes, since it's a little thicker, take a flathead screwdriver and just spread the U-nut apart just a little bit. It'll allow you to slide it on a little bit easier. Now with all of our U-nuts attached, now we're ready to bolt the 3 brackets here onto the driver's side. Now that we have all the hardware just hand tight, we can come back and tighten everything down. Now that we have our 3 brackets tightened down over here on the driver's side, we'll go ahead and repeat the same process over on the passenger side. Now the only difference in the installation between the driver and the passenger side is that the bracket here, you want to make sure that the flange pieces here face forward when installed like this. The passenger side will look just like this. Next, we're going to go ahead here on the driver's side, take one of our tube steps and set it on the brackets. Now with our tube step in place, let's go ahead and point out where we're going to need to install the U-nuts on the underside of our tube step. So we see that we'll have to put them on this set of slots, or the intersection here at the rear. It'll go in this groove here and this groove here. For the middle section, or the middle brace, we'll be using the forward area that you can put the U-nuts into, or the slots. There's one back just a little bit farther, but we'll be using the forward of the 2 areas. It'll be going in this slot here and this slot here. Now for the forward mounting bracket, we'll be using the rear set of slots. So we'll be using this set here to attach. So it'll be in this slot and this slot right here. Now we'll go ahead and take our tube step back off, and then we'll go ahead and install the U-nuts. Now, the outer one, or this one here in this slot, will slide in this direction. Again, with the threaded part up. We'll go in there like this. You'll notice it is adjustable, as you may need to move these once you put the running board back on the braces. And the other one will go in the other direction. Go ahead and slide that in. Again, it's adjustable here in the slot. Now let's put the remaining U-nuts in on this running board. Now with all of our U-bolts installed, we're ready to set the running board back on the brackets. We're going to go ahead and install all 6 bolts loosely so that we can make any necessary adjustments. Now with all of our hardware hand tight, we can go ahead and adjust the board forwards and backwards and in and out if necessary to get it to the position that we like. Now that we have the running boards positioned where we like them, we can go ahead and tighten down the hardware that secures it to the bracket. Now with our hardware tightened down over here on the driver's side running board, we'll go ahead and repeat the same process for installing the running board on the passenger side. And that'll do it for our installation of the DeeZee Tube Step running boards with custom installation kit, part number DeeZee16111-16325 on our 2013 Ford F-150 SuperCab.